Anyways, I'm Tan, the TamBoTC channel, and today we're going to do the next 5 games of my top 10 list. Oh, my sticking thumbstick's a bit wonky. Oh my goodness, why is there so much stuff on my screen? How do I hide all of that? I haven't played this a while either, so hopefully I'm not too rusty. Anyways, we're going to use Death Stranding for the background footage of this one. And let's get on with this video, that is. We're going to do 5 through 1. I will be doing a honorable mention, as well as worst stuff in games in general that happened this year. So, let's get this charged up a bit. So, let's get through the five games. So, at number 5, I was surprised that I put this here at the last second, because this was going to be much higher on the list. And that is, sorry if I'm sniffling, I still got kind of a cold going on. But I was hoping I would have put it higher on the list, but I noticed that it does have some things I didn't really care for. It got a little repetitive in some parts, like the armor sets got samey, the weapons, there just wasn't enough variety later on in the game, and I wish you could explore the other planets, and of course that is the Outer Worlds at number 5. I love Outer Worlds though. I almost put this game as number 1. I was having such a fight with this, but looking back at it, while I love the story and characters and narrative, I think it deserves number 5 compared to what I'm going to say about these next couple games. But that doesn't diminish the fact that I had a lot of fun with it and enjoyed it as a Fallout-esque sci-fi experience. It was still really cool. It's colorful, I love its art style, I love the weapons nonetheless, and the armor I love nonetheless. I love the gameplay, and I love the graphics. They were serviceable for an indie-like game from Obsidian like that. Oh, we got something here we can pick up. There we go. You should see. I hope I didn't just put on stinking... There we go. Okay, no, I do not want to pee. There you go. So, I stinking enjoyed my time with Outer Worlds a lot. It was one of the best narrative games. It has great role-playing elements. I love all the choices you can make. I'm trying to remember how to, stinking... There we go. I haven't played this in a bit, so you'll probably notice I'm a bit rusty as I go along. We'll pick up a couple of things while we're here. And yeah, we'll continue with the list. Outer Worlds may not have made my number 1, but it is still a absolutely fantastic game. I still think it's worth it. And not only that, it was on Game Pass, so technically it's kind of free, or cheaper than it would normally be, just to play. I absolutely enjoyed my time with it. And it helps more the fact that they're doing the $1 thing with Game Pass Ultimate once in a while or whatever. That's pretty cool, and I like that. So it really helps to get you into the game. But you'll enjoy the abilities, you'll enjoy the partners. It felt like Mass Effect, kind of. And that's what really got me, because I'm a giant fan of Mass Effect. I was like, holy crud, this is Mass Effect, but an Obsidian game. I love it. And I can see possibly either like a new game. There's going to be DLC, obviously, from what they're saying, but a game that is more like Mass Effect from Obsidian, where it has the choices of Mass Effect, but it also has like the romances of Mass Effect and such, which this game didn't have any of that and was kind of disappointing. But they did a pretty good job nonetheless. Oh, there's something to pick up here. Oh, it's these things. I need one of these anyways. The stinking chiral crystal stuff. Chiral crystal meth. Where's Walter White when you need him? No, but I absolutely loved Outer Worlds and its aesthetic. It's kind of like Western sci-fi. It was like a Western in space. Western space opera. Kind of what Mandalorian was now that I think about it. Mandalorian was kind of being like that with the music. It kind of reminded me of like The Good, the Bad, and Ugly and such, with how certain things play out. Not entirely. It's more like a collective of Western movies, if anything. And then it became more Star Wars as it went on, but also its own unique thing. But Outer Worlds is its own unique thing also. There's my segue. From the Fallout games. It was a really, really cool game. I don't think there's anything else out here. Oh, there's some stuff. Oh, my bike's over there. And ladders. Huh. I should probably return the stuff. Let's pick up the rest of these. I don't see any bites on that. That might be the one I already picked up some from. Whoa, that one's not showing very well. I'll have to pick it up. So, yeah, that's my number 5. I don't know what else to say. It does a great job everywhere else. I love the planets, by the way. They're absolutely gorgeous looking. So I guess I do have more to say. But whatever. There's 2 bikes. Interesting. Sorry, I'm being distracted as we go along. I should probably be a little bit more professional about this. But speaking of which, let's move on to number 4, shall we? And that, I surprised myself where I put this, because I thought I was going to put it low on the list. Because I originally wasn't as big. I didn't get into this game as I did the previous 2. I'm a big Metro fan, and yes, of course, number 4 is Metro Exodus. I gave this like an 8 something out of 10, but I absolutely love this game. Looking back at it, the story was more character focused. It's not a new story by any means, but what it does right, it does really well. It's kind of like Red Dead Redemption 2 well, where it just like really does good character development, and it was really excellent. I loved it. And playing through it again, while I still have some of the same issues I did originally, at least it's more bearable and I know more of what to expect from it. That I get through it easier, I have a more fun time on my second playthrough, and I understand and like the game more. There's also differences in how the story can play out and your actions that you can do in the world itself in the game, and that's pretty cool. Let's pick up these crypto bites. Sorry, crypto bites, gotta pick you up. There's somebody sitting in midair. But yeah, I stick in. Oh, that's where that stinking zipline goes up to. I'll show you the ziplines actually. That'll probably be fun. I don't know if you guys are bored with the gameplay. Some people were kind of bored with sticking to this game. Oh wait, are there? Oh, you can go to separate ones. That's cool. So say I want to go to this one. Whee! So, yeah, I didn't think I was going to put Metro. Metro is a great looking game. It's absolutely amazing in its attention to detail. Of course, it's trying to be like Red Dead, where it's like a super real looking game. But it does a great job nonetheless with what it has to work with. We're going to go back down because I want to deliver these. But I love the weapons, the customizations, the enemies. I love the different areas you travel. It's more of a semi-open world. You get to explore more of the world outside than you did the Metro system, but when you do get to explore the Metro system, it's awesome. I love it, and there's some great callbacks in this game as well. I think it's a fantastic game. There was a lot of problems originally due to the Epic Game Store stuff, fiasco stuff and such, and other things that happened, but it's still an absolutely fantastic game. I love it. And I played its DLC recently, as you've seen on the channel, and I loved that too. It made me fall in love again with Metro Exodus. And playing through it, I still promise like the ending, but you know what? I might have to do an entirely new playthrough because there are different sections even within the game itself, or maybe I'll just record those parts so that there are different cutscenes for you guys to see. But I love the interactivity between all the characters and just how real and alive, believable this world became. It was really interesting, really fascinating. I loved the creatures. Everything about this game was awesome, and they did a fantastic job. So let's move on to number 3, and my number 3 was also surprising. This list is just surprising where I put things. Like, number 1 and 2 aren't as surprising, but to me at least, I don't know about you guys, but number 3 through 5 were surprising where I was going to put them, because they would have been on the other part of the list. Some of them at least. But I was surprised this made it this far on the list. I had a lot of fun with this game. I'm going to be playing with my friends, which is going to be great. I love the partners you can have in this game too. They're really cool, and that's Code Vein. Code Vein was an absolutely fantastic Souls-like game. I almost put this over another Souls-like game I'll talk about in just a little bit, but I absolutely loved this game. It was fun. It had a lot of variety to the locations. I can kind of tell there's some Souls stuff that bleeds into some of the locations too. But I loved the exploration. I love the customizations. This has the best customizations than any of the other Souls games this year. But it was an absolutely beautiful to look at game. I loved the art style of it. Very anime. I love the characters. I actually loved the interactions of characters. It was between one another. It was really, really cool and compelling in its own way. I loved learning some of the backstories of different characters too. And of course, I love the boss battles. They were excellent. And there's a lot of content to this game. There's some great music. A lot of these games have great soundtracks, and I forget to always mention the sound design and such, but just know that it's going to be excellent for all of these games. This one stood out one of the most to me, other than like Metro had some great music, and of course like DMC and such. I think some of the music works better in the game rather than separately, because I wasn't a big fan of the Devil Trigger song on its own, but I like it when it's in-game, in action. So yeah, I enjoyed this game a lot. It's definitely your challenging type of game that you expect. Ooh. Okay, deliver all 3 of those. But yeah, I absolutely adored this game. This was one of the better games this year. There were a lot of Switch games I sadly missed out on, and I wish I didn't. Oh my goodness, he's got a Christmas hat. What the crud? I didn't even notice that before. Sorry, just new things I'm discovering. That's interesting. I wonder if they're having some sort of event. That's cool. Oh, I almost got a 5-star with them. I got a 5-star with them, of course, but I want a 5-star with the other guys. Man, I'm sticking high level in this. But, yeah, I absolutely enjoyed Code Vein, and I'm probably going to enjoy it more when I get my friends in on the game. Wait, what am I carrying on my back now? Standard. Let's send out a bot. Oh, they both go here. Okay. Let's send out a bot. And I think I can send out another one. So let's move on to number 2. I think this list is going by a little bit better than my first part of my list. I didn't think I did as great a job, but I tried to do my best. I even had to restart several times that part of the list because I did not feel like it was coming out, and that was like the best I could get it at that time, at least. Let's actually, yeah, let's... Wait a minute, I was going to send another bot, that's right. Number 2 is going to be a surprising one. I think this game deserves Game of the Year. I definitely think this game deserves Game of the Year because how much he changes up each of his games to make them feel different from one another is just surprising. And this game definitely had that, where it felt like a different game. It didn't just feel like a Souls game, which there's definitely some Souls that bleeds into this game, but it feels different enough, and it's very surprising, it's very unique. I love the story and characters, the voice acting, both Japanese and American voice acting, English voice acting in general, was awesome, and I loved it all. Of course, I prefer the Japanese for this game, just because of the setting, and the lore and story is just excellent in this game. And of course, from Software's very own Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Now, you're wondering, Sekiro's your number 2? Yes. I will admit this game is probably their hardest game. They finally made the game that is the hardest. I was going to go to the room. Why am I keep sidetracking myself? Excuse me, my nose is getting really runny now. I gotta go take a walk later and sing and get some fresh air, and I need to go to the store. So, yes, I do walk in this kind of weather. It's probably just gonna make my cold even worse, if I'm being honest, but I'll make sure to wear appropriate clothing for the kind of weather. But yeah, Sekiro was surprising to me because, you know what, no, I want to get a bike, actually. I know I have another bike sitting out there somewhere, but I'm gonna get another one. Let's go to the garage. But yeah, this is still a really fun game. I still enjoyed myself heavily, and I can't wait to see what they have next time for their Elden Ring, I believe it's called. I can't wait to see how that turns out, because they seem to just one-up themselves each game, and it's just really cool. But yeah, this was a fun, hard, but great game. I love the boss battles once again. There's mini boss battles. There's customizations more to the prosthetic arm as well as your abilities than there are to the actual like customization of how your character looks. And I love the character design of this. It's great anyways. Everything about this game was fantastic. Man, my sticking cold has started to make my voice sound like I have a cold. But yeah, I absolutely loved this game, even though it annoyed me a lot of the times too. It's still absolutely fantastic in what they were able to accomplish with this game, and I love just like zip-lining everywhere, using your grappling hook to go places. Your prosthetic arm is a cool little idea too. I just loved everything about it. It was just fantastic on its own. So let's get on the move. Yeah, I'm wondering if we should go over there. Let's go over there. Why not? Yeah, this game was beautiful to look at. The scenery is very colorful. It was dark when it needed to be too. And just the music, I love the music. I love the combat music especially. It's very memorable. Sound design is great. The combat looks really cool. It just looks like this great samurai battles you'd see in like a cool, well choreographed movie. It just feels like that. And while it is kind of like a parrying simulator, as people have said, I think it works for this type of game. It's kind of the opposite of Bloodborne. But Bloodborne wanted you to play more defensive, more aggressively. This wants you to play more defensively. Oh, we want to pick that up. Hold on. Get off. Oh man, I'm not feeling it. Just thinking, ugh. Oh well. But yeah, I also want to let you guys know that I don't count remasters and remakes on top 10 games of the year because they're of an older game, and I know they're like a remake or from the structure up. completely different, but they're still the same in a way too, so I never really count remakes or remasters on the list. But I want you guys to know that they definitely would deserve a place on a top 10 list. Because personally, I want to put some more unique, different titles, and I will also have probably the same titles that other people do. Uh-oh. I should have taken the grappling hook. Let's make this hard for myself. Sticking Kid up here like this. Oh, are we gonna run into some BTs? And speaking of which, we're gonna move on to our number 1, which is the game I am playing currently. I didn't think I was going to... Well, I did think this game was going to make my number 1. Surprisingly, it didn't make number 1 of the year, though it's not surprising because of how people reacted to the game. There were very different sides of it. Some people hated it, some people liked it. Some people liked it a lot. Some people were in the middle of liking and hating it. And just on a middle ground with it. Love-hate relationship. But Death Stranding has to be my number 1 because I love the story that it told. I love the characters. And while it doesn't go... It has its own linear path instead of a multi-branching path as other games did this year. I still loved the story it told. It was a breath of fresh air. There was a lot of new little things and ideas here and there. And it can be a fun game. I know it's repetitive, and I know what Catechris said a few hours into the game, and repetitive, nothing's really changing. I understand that, I definitely do, but for me, I personally loved this game. Its story it told, I didn't mind traveling the world. I actually found it relaxing. This game was very relaxing to me. And I love management games in general. Management games are great. Oh yeah, we're gonna run into BTs. Look, there's Stick and Cloud right there. Not Cloud. Umbrella, what am I saying? Of course there's clouds! Can we pass the time? Let's see. I love the music in this game, by the way, even though I can't show all of it because it copyrights you on YouTube if you do. We'll see how next year turns out when the new rules take place. So hopefully things won't be too bad, but we will try to endure and fight back. But whatever we can do to sticking, I'm just getting on that part, but whatever we can do to kind of settle things down or find a common ground, or a smart ground, I should say. It's still raining with the crud. But I loved this stealth in this game. I'm a big fan of stealth. I also loved the creatures. There wasn't too much variety, but I didn't mind because I just loved how engaged in this world I was. Wait a minute, is that the place I think it is? I think that is. We're definitely gonna run into BTs then, because that might be the incinerator place. Yep. Called it. Alright. Now we're gonna... This game can be creepy. I love the cutscenes, by the way. This game was weird, but once I got everything and knew what was going on, I was like, that's cool. That's really cool. Hideo Kojima made such an excellent game here. Such a different, unique game. Those are the same word, basically. I don't know why I said different and unique next to each other. But graphics are superb as well, I have to say. Absolutely fantastic. And I loved the boss battles. There was some sameness in some of the bosses, but I still loved them nonetheless and how it played out in general. Oh, hello. There's one of them. Hi, I'm just gonna be walking around you. I decided to get stealth. Holy crud, I jumped like Mario. Hi. Hi. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of you gosh darn guys here. Hi. My name is Skibbity Boppity Boo. That's not my name. Get off of me! get to see some BT action. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. No, 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 baby. Oh my goodness, they're even more aggressive than I remember them being. My gosh. Oh. Holy crud. Because I usually can escape these guys easily, but now they're sticking. Oh. Okay. At least we get something going on. Alright, let's see if we can take this guy, actually. Alright, yeah, we get some fun. Oop, I didn't mean to punch. You want some, you scumbag? Why don't you take some? Come on, bring it on. Where are you? Is that you? Oh, you stupid jerk. This thing could knock me over. Yeah! Yeah, there's some really impressive, like, set pieces. Oh, I hear the cop is outside. This is just a brilliant game in its story, its music, its lore, its world. The universe alone was really cool. I think I can take this guy out with just an entire one clip. Hello. Yeah, he's not too difficult. Oh, okay. But this, I love these. These bosses look really cool. I love the set pieces of just these bosses. Okay, we almost got him. This does take away from your blood, by the way, and I forgot, this was the thing I forgot to mention in my review video, was that, that you can use blood packs or whatever to kind of prevent this kind of thing. I don't have blood packs on me, sadly. Yeah, we got him! Yeah! And he turns into gold and boom! Flies up into the sky! And now the weather's cleared. Yay! Woohoo! And I think BB's happy. Yay! Alright. But yeah, this is a hard game to spoil. You don't want to spoil it, but I will say that the story is definitely worth your time. Yep, this is the incinerator. I didn't think I was gonna run into this. Surprising. To me, at least. But yeah, oh, we got a sticking little post here. Let's put this away. We need to get cleaned up. We should probably head back or something. But yeah, I absolutely had a lot of fun with this game. Let's see if there's any cargo that we can take. There's just shoes, and it's just level 1. Hermetic grenade, blood bag. Here we go. I need one of those. Carry on back. So that'll be useful. And you know what? I'll just take this too, and I'll take the grenades. So we could use those anyways. It'll be important. So I absolutely love this game. It is the best game of the year for me personally. This entire list is my personal top 10 list. So keep that in mind. I absolutely loved this game though, as a new Hideo Kojima game. It's not just Hideo Kojima's name. This game was unique. Even if it came out this way and Hideo Kojima wasn't involved, it would still be my game of the year because it's just so unique. I think maybe it would be better in a way because it does kind of, like, the game does feel like Hideo Kojima's kind of personality. Like, you can see a lot of his personality went into this game. But yeah, I still had a lot of fun with this game. Can I climb up there? Let's see if I can climb up there. Climb up a building. No, it looks like I can. Interesting. Awesome. Well, we're on top of this building now. That's pretty cool. Can we get up here? Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Alright. I hope you guys had fun with this series, though. This game just... I love how many, like... I love that there's gameplay to the specific just walking around, too. There's a lot in depth with the gameplay alone. There is a lot of clutter, especially with the UI and such, but I don't mind it after a while, and while I still think it's a mess, I love this game. I love everything about this game, everything this game does. Its narrative, the story itself was very interesting. I got invested deeply. And I loved all the characters, the acting. I definitely agree Mads Mikkelsen is the best part of this entire game. He's always interesting and unique when he comes on screen to watch. His performance is awesome. Yeah, this game is just fantastic in every sense of the word, every way, every reason. Beautiful to look at, fun to play depending on what your definition of fun is for you. I like it because it's a relaxing experience and it's kind of a management type of game, and I don't mind the management of the different products and packages in the game. I really like the unique perspective. And he takes this little sit down. Okay, fine. Jerk. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself with this game. And I hope you guys who played this or enjoy it as much as I did also enjoyed it for the same reasons. So that'll be it for my top 10 list of this year. I will be doing honorable mentions, and I will also be doing worst things this year. It'll probably be worst things in general that happened this year. That will definitely include some gaming stuff. And then of course I'll tie that into worst games, or I'll do disappointing games in there too. They'll all be wrapped up in one video, so I can just cover them all right there, and I'll try and be as quick as I can, because I know I'm very quick at things. I am no Sonic the Hedgehog crying out loud or Flash, but I'll try my best to be as quick as I can. And he just falls asleep. Great. Wake up, you doofus! Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below if you did enjoy. And when you do subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Keep up to date and notified with my latest content and/or videos. See you guys next time. Bye!